Itele D Icon is a popular Yoruba movie actor, and he has been in the news in recent time now. If you've been following things going on social media, you will know that Itele D Icon, Kesari himself, has been trending over the allegations that is now actually a fact of him abandoning, his first two wives and their children, but tending to his current wife, his third wife, among others. Now, this man has tried to rectify and right his wrongs. He has taken these children, he's taken the 4 kids of the second wife, he's taken them shopping, he's actually been doing right by the second wife, but for some reason the first wife has not been, getting traction or internet recognition like the second wife has been. But personally, I want to believe that Itele D Icon, whose real name is Ibrahim Yekini, by the way, is doing right also by his first wife. Now, all of the stories, a lot of people are wondering who Itele D Icon is. So if you are one of those persons who want to know more about Itele D Icon, please keep watching this video, because in this video I'm going to tell you everything it is that you need to know about Kesari, the return of Kesari himself, Itele D Icon. How did he even get the name Itele in the very first place, and what made him decide that he needed to actually abandon his other wives because of fame? Because according to reports, it was when he started making money as an actor, as an entertainer, that he decided to leave the area where he was before and then relocated, and he ignored the women he had in his life, got married legally to a different woman, among others. Now, this man was born on the 1st of January 1980. He was born in Bariga in Lagos State, but is originally from Lafenwa in Abeokuta, Ogun State. He's an actor, he's a writer, director, producer, script writer. This man is an all-round entertainer. When it comes to doing movies, he is involved in majorly all of the major aspects of making a movie project come to fruition. Now, he is well known for the notable work that he did in 2019, Kesari and the Return of Kesari, that he acted in. He wrote it, he produced and directed that movie actually. Let's talk some more about his childhood. Let's talk about his education, and I'm also going to give you some fun facts, because according to reports, this man, when he was with these women, he used to he used to rent out video cassette CDs, those years when that was what was going, rental shops everywhere. He used to own one, and when he actually left that area, Alagbado power line area, he left that to his brother. But one thing you did not know is this man also was a boxer. He was actually training to become a pro boxer before he started his journey into acting. But he grew up in the north, and he really says he avoids talking about his childhood. The thing is, in most interviews, Itele always smartly deflects from talking about his past before becoming a celebrity, and by all indication, that's because he actually wanted to keep the fact that he used to be married previously to 2 women and he had 6 kids with his women. He tried to keep it private, and then he kept also his childhood really private because he didn't want people to know about that before coming to light that this man had children with 2 different women. Nobody in the industry actually knew. His colleagues, nobody knew about that part of him, except people that actually really grew up with him, and they knew better to not say anything, because Itele is a star now. He could really do with them whatever he wants. But he grew up in the north, and he said that growing up for him was not with a silver spoon. He didn't grow up, very privileged, but he's grateful that now he is doing well for himself. In fact, he does not have a tertiary education. He has stopped schooling at secondary school level, and he said that he still has the ambition to actually return to school, but he does not feel terrible that he does not have a university degree or a tertiary education degree, because it feels like the purpose of getting an education is to be able to communicate, and he can communicate fairly well, so he thinks that's an okay thing. Anyways, let's progress from that and talk about his career journey, right, and his journey to Lagos State. Now, remember I said he grew up in the north. Although he was born in Lagos State, he grew up in the north. He returned to Lagos State to pursue boxing, basically to become a professional boxer, and that was what he was doing until 1997, when he enrolled for apprenticeship with Folorunsho Adejobi Theatre Group in 1997, and it was with them for 3 years, graduating in the year 2000, which is also the first time he featured in a Nollywood movie. So the year 2000 was when Ibrahim Yekini, Itele D Icon, made his Nollywood debut in the movie Dapo Toritie, and he featured as a criminal in the movie. So if you're wondering where this terror casting, is that what I'm going to call it now? No, I should call it typecasting of Ibrahim Yekini comes from as a criminal. Most of his movies is because from the very beginning he's always, being featured as a criminal in the movie. However, moving on from that, it continued in the movie industry, and by the year 2004, Ibrahim Yekini produced his first movie himself, titled Itele, which is where he got his nickname from, by the way. Now, the thing is this: from that time, Ibrahim Yekini said he's very, very confident that his first movie, Itele, was really appreciated by a lot of Yoruba movie lovers. At least 40% of Yoruba movie lovers loved the movie, but it did not, get recognition in the industry as a whole. They didn't recognize him, and it took him producing 5 different movies by himself from his own pockets before he got his first, role again in a movie since 2000, when he featured in someone else's movie. But he said that he decided to feature in other people's the movies of other movie makers because he needed that recognition. If he did not feature in other people's work, it would not be known, it won't be known by Nigerians, and he needed that as a movie producer because his intent was not just to produce a movie but also to be famous. So he was taking different roles, even though the pay was really meager. I mean, coming from a producer who already had enough money to fund his own projects, personal projects, among others. Anyways, another fun fact about Itele D Icon is that at the time when he was producing his first 5 movies in that period, he said something happened on set one time. One of the equipment that he was using, that he rented to use on set, actually spoiled, and he had to work as a bricklayer for a few months in order to gather enough money to buy that equipment back, and so that he can return it to the person that he bought it from. Something else about Itele D Icon is, like I mentioned, he wanted to be a pro boxer. So while he was acting until the year 2000, early 2000s, he was still anticipating and trying to become a boxer, but something happened with his fans while he was on the ring, and so his mentor Folorunsho Adejobi actually told him that you need to quit boxing and focus your energy on acting, and that was what made him take acting really, really professional. And that was when he abandoned his first 2 baby mamas, because he wasn't really legally married to any of those women. He just had children with them, and basically that's it. And then he went ahead to get married to another woman, Omolara, with whom he has 2 beautiful princesses. Welcomed the first one in 2018, and a few weeks ago he actually welcomed the second princess with his 3rd and current wife. Anyways, guys, that's it concerning Itele D Icon. Let me know if I'm missing anything. Okay, let's talk about him being a director too, because a lot of people know Itele D Icon as a director, and he learns how to direct from Don Richard. Some of you might know him, and both of them have done a lot of projects together as co-directors, among others. And he says that the things he knows now as a filmmaker, even though he does not have any education or background in acting, and is not taking further classes in acting or directing, is because he is willing to learn. He learns from people who are there before him, who have done things before him, and this is a very humble and a calm person. And indeed, people that even talked about him when the whole saga was going on referred to him as a very calm person, but still he has some shoko in his head and he can unleash it at any point. Anyways, I hope I've been able to do justice to your favorite actor, Itele D Icon, Ibrahim Yekini, biography, life story, among others. Oh yes, his net worth, this man is worth some hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he says that he makes all his money basically from acting. He does not have any other side business. He does, although he does have an acting school, a production school, but that's about it. That's just a way to give back, not even for him to make money. But yeah, all of his success is to be credited to his job, profession as an actor, filmmaker, entertainer, basically. I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye.